Hey, amazing people. Happy Thursday. I want to thank y'all so much for y'all messages and y'all comments, checking on me, while I'm sick. I really, really appreciate that. I don't think y'all even understand how much I appreciate that. Y'all have checked on me more than people that are close to me. You understand? Like, the messages are amazing. Amazing. Thank you for the prayers, everything. I can't even, one thing, I can't even express, how that makes me feel. And I just thank God for y'all. And I just really pray that, God blesses you abundantly, because that was just near and dear to my heart. It really has been. I've been sitting here wondering, like, how did I get sick out of nowhere? You know what I mean? Like, I got things to do, God. Like, what's going on? Um, I've really had some time to sit back and think, you know, and I pay attention to everything. So I'm paying attention to y'all messaging me in my comments, checking on me, you know, um, all that. So I'm like, ain't it funny how the people close to you don't do that? People close to you don't do all that. Not just to hit you up and be like, hey, you okay? You need something, Um, it just makes you think, and it makes you wonder. For the last couple weeks, right? Um, even before I got sick, it's so ironic that I've been like having like flashbacks, right? I've been having flashbacks of um just parts of my life, you know. I don't know if they're flashbacks or I don't know if they're reminders. Like, I had somebody call me, right? And ask me for something. And while I was talking to them, I remember the time when when they did me dirty. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, why did I think about that? Why did I think about that when this person was asking me for what they was asking me? Like, why did I think about that? So, I had told the person, well, that's not something I could do right now, because it just wasn't in my spirit to do it. But then it happened again with another person. And I'm like, well, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep having a flashback of a situation? Like, why is it a reminder of God already showed me who this person is? Go ahead and stay away. Is it is it a situation to where I'm not supposed to get involved? You see what I'm saying? I pay attention to things like that. And I think it was just that. And then I get sick and I'm like, okay, well, um what am I supposed to stop and do? I'm a very high energy person, you know. I'm working like all the time. Hold on, y'all. I'm working like all the time. So sometimes I don't really get to like just sit and just think sometimes about what be going on. But being sick, y'all, I think I've been laying in the bed, just like thinking about like what I've been praying for, where I want to go, thinking about how like it's like some people's phones don't work unless they need me to do something or they need some whatever. Like, I'm starting to realize that. And not that I didn't realize it before. It's just like I continue to be in this situation because I'm not learning my lesson. I'm not learning my lesson with people. God already showed me who they are. You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm not learning my lesson, so I keep re going through this chapter because I'm not learning my lesson. I'm not going to get what's for me until I learn this lesson, because those people, I can't take those people with me. And it's a little bit deeper than that. Those people aren't supposed to have access. This morning I woke up and I had in my spirit access denied. This is going to be the last season some people talk to you. You need to be unreachable. These people that mean you no good don't even need to be able to contact you. They should have no contact with you. They mean you no good. You're like an emergency, like you're an emergency to them. And let me break down emergency. You are in case of an emergency. That's what you are to some people. They call you in case of an emergency. Why? Because you're a great problem solver. Why? Because the kindness that's in your heart and in your mind. You help people. You know what I mean? Um, but you're more than that. I'm more than that. You see what I'm saying? We deserve to be checked on. You feel what I'm saying? We deserve what we put out. You know what I mean? Like, why is it only an emergency I hear from you? You know what? I had to tell somebody one day, call the people you hang around every day. Call the people that you hang around every day. Call the people that you go hard for every day. Call them. Why can't you call them? You ain't talked to me in months. You ain't talked to me in years. Why call me? Listen, I just came to tell my truth. That's all. Cause baby, when I'm 100% better, I promise you things is about to change. Oh, listen, I don't know if I was sick, so God was like, just fall back and watch. Oh, just fall back and watch who don't appreciate you. Fall back and watch who don't value you. Fall back and watch who playing games in your face. Fall back and watch. Fall back and watch. And it fall. Mm, mm, mm. Baby, I ain't never been this woke in my life. I promise you. Something big must be about to come for me. A big door, something about to pop off. I ain't never ever been this woke in my life. I'm not about to let people play in my face no more, play in my life. None of that. None of that. You know what dropped in my spirit yesterday so heavy? Shalakimia, you ain't scared to lose nobody. You ain't never had nobody. Baby, let me tell you something. It was in my spirit like fire. Do you understand that you're not scared to lose nobody because you ain't never had nobody? You ain't never had nobody. What happened? What happened? God said you better realize who you are. Realize it. I ain't never been this woke, y'all. I promise. I'm not afraid to cut nobody off. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I can love you from a distance. I can love you from a distance. Still want the best for you, not close to me. You can't reap the benefits off of my harvest. I'm sorry, that can't happen. That can't happen no more. I needed to be sick. I needed to sit down somewhere and listen. God's like, I already showed you they ain't for you. I showed you they ain't for you. Why do they have access to you? I already showed you they're not for you. I already showed you they playing in your face. They said I'm talking about you with people that don't like you. When people, baby, let me tell you something. God said, let me tell you something. You sitting up here going to bat for them, but you going to bat for them. People talk about them. You going to bat for them. When people talk about you, they ain't going to bat for you. They letting them people talk about you like a pure dog and don't got your back. Nothing. They letting people tell lies on you and everything. But me, baby, sitting up like a dummy. Me sitting up like a dummy got these people's back. You hear me? It's okay. It's okay. Baby, some of them join in on the conversation when it's about you. You hear me? You be sitting up trying to be so loyal to people, not even knowing that people ain't loyal to you. People sit right up with people that don't like you and talk about you. And you be running to help these people, have they back, all that. All that. People just, maybe they'll just use you. They'll use you because you're a good person. That's the real reason people don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose access to their resource. They showed you that they don't love you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. They already showed me they don't love me. They don't care about me. They won't even check on me to make sure I'm okay. You hear me? But they gonna check to make sure they still got access. But watch this. I promise y'all when I get better. I promise y'all when I get better, baby. Listen, listen. They're not even gonna be able to contact me to tell me somebody passed away. You hear me? I promise y'all that. They're not even gonna be able to contact me then. Cause I'm about to be unreachable. I don't care about losing nobody. Don't play in my face. Don't play on me. Don't play on me. I ain't never had nobody. Growing up, I ain't never had nobody. So what's the difference now? What's the difference now? One thing about me, I'm gonna promise you, baby, God taught me how to be alone. He taught me how to enjoy my own company in my season of singleness. So I don't never ever be attached to people that's not for me. Baby, God gave me a crash course in that season of singleness and prepared me for this walk. Showed me how to be by myself, not jump person to person until I find my person. No, baby, I was by myself. No sex, no nothing, by myself. Taught me that because that's what I needed to know. I needed to be that. I needed to know how to sustain and be that way. Because it was going to come a time where, baby, it's just going to be me and God. Period, point blank. That's all it's going to be. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of that. I'd rather be by myself than people play in my face, play on me, use me, only call me in case of emergency. I'd rather be by myself, alone, all by myself. I don't care. I don't. Yeah. I don't care. I've always been the black sheep. All the time. All the time. All the time. I've always been the black sheep. My whole entire life. I've always been a person to speak up. You feel what I'm saying? Sitting up there, somebody lying on somebody, trying to keep me. I got my mouth all in it. No, that's a lie. They ain't do that. Da 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 da. But that person is sit in a room of people and let them talk about me like a dog. You know why? Because they don't like me for real. You heard what I said? Don't like me for real. But then when they need help, they know who to call. When they need somebody to have their back, they know who to call. When it's an emergency, they know who to call. I promise y'all when I get better. I promise y'all when I get better. I'm gonna be unreachable. I'm gonna be unreachable. I'm gonna be untouchable. That's what I'm gonna be. I don't have time no more, Tiffany. Thank you for buying my audiobook, Tiffany. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I do have an email. It's imshalakimia@gmail.com. I do. I'm not letting people do me like that no more because I'm out here striving to be a good person. I don't know who could relate to this, but when you out here striving to be a good person, let me tell you something. And listen, I'm gonna say this in the most humble way possible. You don't find people like me all the time. You just don't. You do not find people like Charlotte Kimia all the time, and that's what people feel around. But I'm gonna tell you something. They about to feel it when I cut them off. They all about to feel it. They all better get together, baby, and get a support group because they all about to feel it. I'm not being there no more. I'm not running nobody's rescue. I'm not taking care of nobody no more. I'm not letting nobody live with me no more. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not lending nobody nothing. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not taking care of nobody when they sick. I'm not running to nobody's house in the middle of the night. I'm not doing it no more. Only to the people God tell me to do that for. I'm not doing it to them no more. I'm not doing it for them. No, I'm not doing it. All I need is God. Period, point blank. That's it. That's it. God's always going to make a way for me. Always going to make a way. Always going to bless me. All the time. Let me tell you something. I remember when I told you this before. I remember when I was homeless, y'all, and my heart was so hurt. I was such in a dark place. I said, "Ain't no way I'm homeless, baby." Let me tell y'all something. Ain't no way I'm homeless, baby. And I let everybody live with me. I was so angry in that shelter, y'all. I said, "Ain't no way, God. I'm homeless," and I let everybody live with me. Baby, I didn't just let people live with me. Baby, I let people get parole to my house to help them out. You hear what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm homeless. And everybody knew that was related to me. Ain't no way I was homeless. Baby, I done let cousins stay at my house that was on the run, baby, until they got their lawyer money together. The all that. Ain't no way I'm homeless. I said, God, ain't no way. I didn't open my door to too many people. But then I had to realize I was homeless for a reason. Sometimes you can't be up all the time. You understand? Learn from me. You can't be up in a good place all the time. If you in a good place all the time, you ain't never ever gonna see the ones that ain't for you. If you always in a good situation, you got to be in a dark season. You got to be down and out to show you. It ain't even about punishing you, because God wasn't punishing me. He's like, baby girl, I need to show you. I need to show you. Because I see how you go hard for family. I see how you go hard for friends. I see how you open up your door. I see how all these things you do. But I need to show you something. That's why I was down and out. I didn't see those people who they really was when I was up. And I was able, to do for that. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. But it's okay. I see it now. And I'm not even holding a grudge. It just showed me those people weren't for me. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, baby. Let me tell you one thing. I'm never going to forget those that was there for me when I was down and out. Oh, the first chance I get to bless them, I'm going to bless them. You hear what I'm saying? You can never forget the people that was there for you in a dark season. How do you forget them? How do you forget them? Because it's not like it was a line wrapped around your house of people waiting to be there for you. Let's be real. Let's have a real conversation today, because people don't like to have a real conversation. Let's have a real conversation. There was no line to help you. Where was the line at? Who was blowing up your phone to help you? Oh, okay. Okay. Baby, I ain't never been this woke. It's dangerous now. It's dangerous now. I ain't never been this woke. Oh, it's dangerous now. I promise you. It's dangerous now. Baby. The ones they probably watching this live right now, like, oh, she about to cut me off. Yep, I am. If you think I'm about to cut you off, I am. Sure am. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna live my best life and keep my kindness to myself. Yeah, I'm gonna start showing up for me. That's what I'm gonna do. The energy that I was sitting up, putting and running and being there for people and all that, I'm gonna put that into me now. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do for now on. Period. Point blank. Ray, did people know you needed help? Ray, you know what? That's a great question. That's a great question that you asked. Ray, I think when people gossip about you being homeless, I feel like when people gossip about you wanting to kill yourself, I think they know you need help. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. If people can gossip about what you're going through, they know what you're going through. Come on, let's be real. They know. I'm not here. I'm not here to talk about the ones that don't know. I'm talking about the ones that do know. And I'm gonna say how I feel, because people get tired. People get tired. People get tired. We ain't gonna sit up here and act like people don't gossip about your downfall. We're not about to front like that. We're not about to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. If somebody can gossip about what you're going through, they can jump in and help you. When people call me, oh, such and such is going, well, help them. What you thought you was about to call my phone and talk about them? Help them. If you was in that situation, wouldn't you want help? Oh, okay. I know that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I deserve better. I deserve the best and the greatest because that's what I give. That's what I give to people. That's what I give to people. I've always been striving to be a great person. You see what I'm saying? A better person. And not saying I'm not going to be a great person. I just can't be that to everybody. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that. But I know I'm not the only one. I was supposed to share this for a reason. A reason. Like who want to keep being people? Listen, people don't really when people care about you, they show you they care about you. They show up for you. I'm not talking about people you don't know. Don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about people you don't know that you bless. I'm talking about them people that's supposed to be your best friend, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your cousin. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about best friends and stuff. I'm not talking about people you don't know that you just randomly bless. I'm talking about them people that you keep showing up for that feel like they don't have to show up for you. They don't love you for real. They don't care about what you're going through. Sometimes they care about what you're going through. Tiffany, if you're going through something, Yayla, Larry, Mel, Brandon, if you going through something and I know you going through something, I'm going to reach out to you. You know, friend, sis, whatever. What do you need me to help with? You know what I mean? If you tell me the situation, okay, well, I got this towards the situation, or let's do this, or let's do that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be helping you come up with solutions. I'm gonna be contributing because I love you and I care about you. And what you going through, I'm going through it because I love you. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank. Even if we close it and I don't hear from you, I'm gonna call you. What's up? What's going on? It's odd. I haven't heard from you. Is everything okay? That's how people that really care about you and love you, that's how they move. That's how they move. The people that don't care about you and don't love you, when you're going through something, they flee the scene. They flee the scene and then they show back up when you're doing good again. Did you hear what I said? Please don't please don't leave me out here by myself. None of y'all never been in a situation where you was doing bad and you ain't heard from people. As soon as you get back on your feet, they come around. Well, where was you at all that time? I just came to have a real conversation. That's all. If you ain't ready for a real conversation, you could exit off the live. You could exit off the live. I came to have a real conversation. Nothing sugar coated. None of that. None of that. All of a sudden you doing good and people pop back up and want to be a part of the scene. Well, dang. Hey Tree, thank you, Tree, so much. I appreciate you for that. Yeah, it's like what? Mm-mm. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to be sick, but I ain't never been this woke. I ain't never been this woke. I promise you. I promise you. I ain't never. Felicia said, pop up like Jason, honey, and Michael Myers. And you be like, well, dang. We don't, I think that we allow love and care in the time that we known people to cloud our judgment, or if they're family or long time, we allow that to cloud our judgment. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not being clouded no more. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. I need people to keep the same energy. And if you don't keep the same energy, I'm going to assist people in keeping the same energy when it comes to me. I'm going to assist them personally to keep the same energy when it comes to me. Absolutely. This is a public service announcement. I don't want nobody to be surprised when my numbers changed. I don't want nobody to be surprised when I unfriend them, block them. I don't want nobody to be surprised. Nope, I'm not jumping out no cake. I'm giving a public service announcement right now. Period, point blank. Oh, I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about it. It's just that you have to understand you can't take people with you. You see what I'm saying? People will ruin a blessing for you. Especially people imagine sitting up here praying for things, right? and you take the wrong people to that season with you, what you think gonna happen if you take the wrong people to that season with you? I'm not taking the wrong people. I'm gonna take the right people. But this is different for me because these people will never have access to me ever again, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. They will watch you suffer. They will watch you suffer even when you have their best interests at heart. They will, Brandon. They will, and don't care nothing about it. But I care about me. I care about me enough to wake up and to realize this ain't happening no more. Because people, they gonna keep doing it to you. They gonna keep doing it to you. People do what you allow them to do. Period, point blank. They do what you allow. They mistreat you. Wasn't no reason to mistreat you. They just mistreated you because they could. No, you can't mistreat me because you can. You can't talk to me and treat me. You can't do that. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that no more. I'm not going for that no more. I don't mind walking the baby. I'm not even giving no notice when I walk away. That's how deep it is. I got places to go. I got things to do. I'm not giving no notice. None. None. People have I'm 40 years old. People have done me wrong long enough. They have crossed me long enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, Tiffany. I'm not popping out no cake surprising nobody. I'm letting them know. I'm not gonna pop out. It ain't gonna be no surprise. It ain't gonna be no surprise, I promise you. It's just not. No, I'm not popping out no cake. And yes, I said what I said. And my name is Shalakini. Period. I'm not. And I'm sharing this because I'm not the only person that need to do it. I'm not the only person that need to do it. Listen, I'm not staying in this season for nobody. You have to understand when you in a season to move forward, you gotta be in that season and learn what you need in that season to go ahead and be great in the next season. If you don't learn what you need to learn in this season, if you don't leave the people in this season that have to be left in this season, you will not advance to the next season. So you're going to stay in that season until you learn what you need to learn and you let go of who you need to let go of. I'm not staying in this season no more, baby. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not staying in this season. Listen, I'm overdue. I'm spoiled milk. I was been supposed to be gone. I'm just sitting in this season. Why? Because I want to stay attached to people that don't care about me, don't love me, don't check on me. I'm not doing that. I'm not staying here for nobody. I'm gonna leave them, baby. I'm gonna leave them right in this season. Act like I ain't never ever met them. You hear me? Never ever met them. Two sons. You have a lot of wisdom, and some people can't stand you for that. That ain't nothing but confirmation. God already told me. God told me people that meet me and don't even know me turn they mouth up and nose up at me. Don't even know me, but don't like me. I already know that. That was confirmation. KP, I was totally flat on my back, paralyzed when I was shown who really had my back. God restored me, and I prayed for all who didn't come to my assistance, including my ex-wife, and moved on. God has told us that men will be lovers of themselves. You better say it again. Baby, lovers of themselves. You hear me? As time progresses, this will be more and more apparent. We have to use our spirit of discernment to determine who to bless and who not. God released his blessing after I cut them off. Kay, you better tell that testimony. Kay, you better tell that testimony. He ain't never lied. So many people are lovers of themselves. That's why they move the way they move. And it's okay. I'm going to move out the way. I'm going to move out the way. Period, point blank. I'm going to move out the way. And I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm telling you, what you just said, Kate, was very when you said we have to use our spirit of discernment to determine who to bless and who not. I'm telling you, when them people ask me for stuff, it was like a flash in my head of the time when I was there for them and they crossed me. It flashed in my mind. I'm telling you, it flashed in my mind. It flashed in my mind. Um, Mackenzie, now I would be all for fixing it up and selling it. Yes, Lord, let's do it, but as is isn't an option for me now because I live here. I have nowhere to go. She has a husband and a two-income home she has. I'm not sure what you're saying or what your situation is. I'm not sure what you're saying. But if I was in a situation where, I lived with the person, I'm going to try to go live somewhere else and get away from that. That's what I'm gonna do. If I was in that situation, I'm gonna try everything. I'm gonna put a plan together, and I'm gonna try to get away from that situation. Get on my own 2 feet. That's what I would be trying to do to remove myself from the situation. Trust God, walk by faith. And if that's somewhere He don't want you to be, He's going to provide the resources for you not to be there. Oh, I'm speaking of a duplex me and my sister own. She is very angry with me. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, I didn't know what you were saying, but yeah. Hey, Maurice. But yeah, that's how I feel. And I know this wasn't only for me. I know it wasn't. It was so heavy in my spirit this morning. I'm just sitting there like I can't continue to move forward like that. I can't do it. I can't stay stagnant in this season because no, nope. I know y'all probably hear that all the time. Everybody can't go. Everybody's not for you. Everybody don't care about you. And please know when you let these people go that God is gonna bless your life with people that genuinely care about you. People that's gonna check on you. You feel what I'm saying? People that really love you. You it's gonna be so like you ain't even gonna really know how to take it because you're gonna have people that don't mind, when you going through stuff, being right by your side, asking you how can they help you. You ain't it's gonna be foreign to you because you're not used to it. You were so accustomed to people sitting up around you, not offer no type of assistance, no comfort, no care, no love. And let me tell you something, baby, the hardest pill to swallow. Those people never even liked you. They tolerated you. They tolerated you because you the resource. That's why they tolerated you. You seen the hate and the envy they had inside of them. You see how sometimes they treated you, but they couldn't cut you off. You the resource. You the plug. But deep down they hate you. They hate you. Deep down, they hate your guts. And they was happy you was going through it. They was on the phone telling people you was going through it. You hear me? You sit up wondering, well, how everybody know my business and you mad. Who'd you tell it to? The person you thought was your friend, your sister, your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin. They told them. They couldn't wait. It's crazy how people so happy when other people's going through it. Oh baby, but they was excited. They felt like when you was going through it, they had one up on you, baby. Oh, they couldn't wait to tell people. Oh, Shalakini is homeless girl and she living in a shelter and couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. That hateful spirit couldn't wait to tell people. You hear me? Oh, y'all know Shalakini tried to kill herself and oh yeah, she crazy. They couldn't wait. They've hated you your whole life. They hated you your whole life. You hear me? They hated you because you great. They hated you because you anointed. You hear me? They just hated you. They hated you because the favor you got, baby. Ben hated you. Ben hated you. I hate that I refuse to be tolerated. Oh, I'm not being tolerated. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Felicia, trying to keep in my life has been nothing but trauma and pain and mending my heart to completely forgive and move on, to build up my strength. They said I was weak, but God said, I will show them who you are. Felicia, let me tell you something. You pray, you forgive them, and you move on. Forgiving them is for you. You forgive them and you move on. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to try to spin the block, Felicia. I'm telling you, that's the test. When they try to spin the block, oh, because the enemy's going to send them back, y'all. When you doing good and you happy and you healed and all that, the enemy going to try to send them to spin the block. The enemy is sending them to spin the block to see if they still have access to you. Don't fail. Don't fail. You have been delivered from that. Do not fail. Do you hear me? Don't fail that test. God has shown you who that person is. Stand on that. Stand on that. Stand on that. KP, I went from a one room studio to a 3 bedroom, 2 bath home after I cut them off. Yes, K. That's what I'm talking about. Your blessing came right and knocked on the door. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm telling y'all, the people that's not for you will ruin, they will poison the blessing. They will talk you out of it. They will talk down about it. They'll be like, oh no, girl, you can't do that. You is crazy. Do you think you really gonna do that? I wouldn't do that. Get away from me, evilness. Get away from me. Please get away from me. Get away from me. It's people, let me tell you something. It's the people that you wouldn't expect to be jealous and envious that's jealous and envious, I promise you. It's the people you would not expect. But they've been showing you all along they don't like you. They've been showing you all along. And you've been giving them passes because you known them for so long. I don't care if I known you 100 years. In my past life, I'm cutting you off. I don't care. Yes, ma'am, you're correct. When they spin the block, baby, they gonna come to a roadblock. Absolutely. They let me tell you something. It's so crazy. When they try to spin the block, baby, they're not even gonna better reach me. They're not even gonna better reach me when they do try to spin the block. They're gonna be like, I can't even no, you can't. You can't even touch me. You can't call me, you can't email me, nothing. It's over. Felicia, I mean that because they always mistreated me in so many ways. My kids deserve to be blessed. For that, I must stand on my word. Absolutely. And let me tell y'all, let me tell the people something that's listening right now, baby. The miserable, toxic, hateful family members, keep your kids away from them. You heard what I said. Those family members that don't like you and never liked you, keep your kids away from them. You hear me? Keep your kids away from them. Hold on, y'all. I'm wiping those. I'm getting there, though. I'm getting better, y'all. I'm getting there. I promise y'all, I'm getting there. Keep your kids away from them. If they don't like you, they're not going to like your kids. And if they don't like you, some of them are trying to turn your kids against you. You heard what I said? Now tell me I'm lying. Andre, it's okay to forgive people, but keep this in mind. You can forgive them for what they did to you, and they still keep doing you wrong and still making life miserable. Yes, they will, Andre. Yes, some people will. You can forgive them and think, you know what, and they keep doing the same thing, the same thing. They're doing that because they can. People only do what you allow them to do. That's it. They only do what you allow them to do. Mm-hmm. Tanner Rose said, I've seen it happen. Yes. What, Tanea, wow, I'm hearing all I need to hear. Yes, keep your kids away from those family members that do not like you. Baby, I went through it with my son. My youngest son had ran away one time, and I had because I was taking him to get mental health services. He needed services, and I was taking him to get some mental health services, and he didn't want to. He ran away. Do y'all know that everybody helped him? Y'all hear me? Everybody helped him. And I sat there and I said, "Ain't no way." Ain't no way people sitting up here telling my son if you need something to call me. If you need somebody to talk to, call me. Every child that ran away to my house, I took them home. Every child that ran away to my house, I took them home. Do you think somebody brought my son home? No, because they did not like me. They did not like me. They was glad my son ran away. Baby, serve the enemy all you want to, but God trumps all. You can't do dirt like that and don't think it's going to come back and hit your doorstep. Because when you wrong, you wrong. When you wrong, you wrong. Every child that thought they was going to run away to my house, baby, I took them home. I got on the phone with their parent and I took them home. Do you think people did that when my son ran away? No, because they did not like me. They did not like me. Did my son apologize later for running away and the things he said when he ran away? Absolutely. Was I hurt for a long time? Absolutely, because I know what type of mom I am. But just the fact, another again, God taking a situation and showing me people, showing me Shalakimia people ain't gonna do what you do. Your family ain't gonna do what you do. They're just not, because they don't like you. Even though you're the black sheep, you always been the light. You always been the truth. You always been great. You always been anointed. Always been anointed. I'm telling you, pay attention. Your discernment is not going to, it's not going to lead you wrong. I was sitting up there like, God, I'm talking to God. I'm like, God, every child that thought they was going to run away to my house, I took them home. I didn't let them stay at my house. I didn't get on the phone and lie to their mom and say they ain't here. I didn't do none of that. Why did these people do that? Showing me people. Showing me people. It wasn't even about that. It was about them not liking me and them seeing me go through stuff. And I'm realizing that. I'm realizing that. I'm realizing that. But these same people, y'all, that told my son, "Oh, I'm gonna have your back," was the same people complaining about him. I said, "Well, I'm gonna mind my business." Because you should have never told him you was gonna be there for him. You should have never told him you was gonna be there for him. Now y'all see how he really is. See, people don't know your kids like you know your kids. See, people be hating you, and then they said but think they doing something to hurt you. You said, "Oh, you deal with that." You deal with it. You deal with it. No, I'm not lying, Mel. I don't have no reason to. I don't have no reason to. I just don't have no reason to. For what? What, me sitting up here telling y'all my son ran away? What am I lie about that for? And that I cried for a long time because I'm like, I just want to help my son. I just want to help my son. That's it. I even pleaded to people in my family, like, listen, I'm just trying to help my son. My son needs to get some services. I need to help my son. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Things don't happen for no reason. You have to trust your discernment. I didn't know these things when I was in them. I wasn't looking at it like that. I wasn't looking at it like, oh, they don't like me or they family, they're supposed to like me. Blood is thicker than water, right? Who made that up? Who made that up and compared that to family? I don't know who did that. Blood may be thicker than water, but it don't need to be compared to family. It just don't. It don't need to be compared to family at all. Mm-mm. Oh, it's okay, man. That's all right. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. But for me, um, you know, uh, in my spirit, it's like, God is blessing me with a new family. You know, people that I think titles are cool, but people have to uphold those titles too. I have friends that are like sisters to me, you know. Um, I have older women that are like mothers to me. I know older men that are like, fathers to me, you know. Um, and it's just like I feel like God is like blessing me with people that are like family, and I appreciate those people. Some of those people are watching me right now, like Tanea. Some of those people are watching me. Tanea's like a sister to me. I really appreciate Tanea. You know, Shania, I'm talking about this woman is a blessing, a pure blessing. Reaching out like, hey, did you eat today? Y'all okay over there? You need anything? All of that stuff. And I appreciate people like that, and I value people like that because they're rare. You know, and there she goes, Tania, right there. But Tanae's a beautiful person, and I just want to give her flowers now. I remember getting a package in the mail from Tanea, and she had sent me a cake in a box, and there's like this stuff fly out. Y'all know when the stuff flew out, I ran because I didn't know what was going on. But it was just so beautiful to just be thought of, because I was always that friend, to send my friends edible arrangements to their job or send my, you know what I mean? Like, so that was beautiful to me, and I value that near and dear to my heart today. So I just want to give you your flowers now. I appreciate you. You're a beautiful person. I prayed for you. You know what I mean? I prayed for you very, very hard. I had to go through a lot to get to you. So when I got to you, I valued you. So I just want to give you your flowers now, Sanea. I appreciate you. Oh, hold on. There you go. I just appreciate you so, so much. God couldn't have blessed me with a better sister. He just couldn't have, and I appreciate that. And the family that God is putting together for me, I just want to be able to, love and care about with care for, and just be there for with no boundaries. That's what I want to do for the family that God's blessing me with, you know. But I just wanted to share that, y'all. I am getting better. I am. I don't feel how I was feeling at first. I'm getting there. I'm not 100%. Thank you, Tanea. I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna be 100% in a few days. And right now I'm gonna just be making a plan to go ahead and move forward and prepare myself for this next season. Um, I've been sitting up and I'm like, what's going on? I'm ready. I'm ready for the next season. But in all actuality, y'all, I have to be real and I have to be honest. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the next season. I wasn't. I feel like I'm ready now. I'm not 100% ready. I would say right now I'm about 75% ready to go to the next season. There's still a few things that I need to go ahead and do. And I'm being honest with me. So I hope that you can be honest with you and understand, because some of y'all have been waiting, y'all been ready for the house, y'all been ready for the building for your business. Y'all saying I'm ready for the new car. I'm ready to go to the next chapter. I'm ready to be greater, more anointed, things like that. But in all actuality, I want you to be real with you. Your flesh may feel like you're ready. My flesh was like, I'm ready to go ahead and move to the state I'm going to. But in all actuality, I wasn't ready. I'm 75% ready. I need to go ahead and be the rest of the way ready, because I don't think God wants me to move to another state and take all of that with me. And that's for me. I want you to realize what you want to do and what you've been saying I'm ready for. I want you to go to God though. Let God speak to your spirit. You understand? Take some time and let God speak to your spirit and tell you what you need to do to get ready. Because I was sitting up here feeling ready for months, y'all. Ready to move, my stuff packed up. I wasn't ready. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, I wasn't ready. So right now, this me being sick and me realizing the things like, come on, you keep talking about you ain't dealing with this and you ain't accepting it, but you're still doing it. You're not ready. So I'm being honest with myself to say I'm not 100% ready yet. But I'm gonna also do the work to get ready. I'm gonna do the work to get ready. So that's what you know. I'm gonna share with y'all again, Tiffany. I thought about you the other night. Um, you get my audiobook. I really appreciate you for that. I really, really do. I have my moments where I feel like, well, dang, my family don't even support me, or people close to me ain't even go and grab my audiobook, But Tiffany, I really appreciate you you doing that. You're definitely a blessing. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go, y'all. I'm gonna finish getting better. I'll be posting some stuff. I do have a radio interview tonight at 7 that I'm gonna do. I don't like canceling on people. I did a radio interview last night. Y'all can see that on my page. But yeah, I'm gonna do my radio interview tonight at 7. It should take about an hour, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and take the rest of the weekend and just go ahead and relax and get better, and prepare my mindset for this new season. That's what I'm gonna do. I hope that me being open, today about the things I go through, because I don't ever want people to feel like, oh, Shalakemia, Shalakemia got this going on, she got, but I don't go through stuff. No, I'm gonna always come and be real and express to y'all, what I have going on, because I'm not just going to sit up here and show all the great times, and not talk about, the things, real life. I'm gonna come and talk about real life, how I feel, how I mess up, things like that. But I hope that someone is able to go ahead and receive their breakthrough now. I hope that someone that has been praying for something and preparing for something, I hope this video encouraged you to know that you might not be 100% ready, but you have time right now to go ahead and get ready. You still have the time, you know? You still have time. Yes, happy Thursday. I love y'all. I want y'all to make the changes that you have to make to be happy, to be great, to be prosperous, and to go to the next level because it's time. Happy Thursday, y'all. I love y'all so much.